Hello and welcome to Throwdown Thursdays. My name is David and today I'm joined by my good friend and fellow teammate James.
Hello!
And today we are playing Jamaica, The Crew. We've already played this game a couple of times, and if you haven't watched them and want to learn how to play the rules, feel free to watch Natalie's video, which is in the top right hand corner, or in the description, or if you want to, feel free to watch other videos of ours, click in the link description. So James, we have your cards on the left over here. So things are looking okay. You've got a lot of resources, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good to start with. I'm not going to lie though, I am pretty nervous to be revisiting the crew.
Well, you lost last time. Both you and Ashley, I think, fell before the red line, and then Natalie took the crown and was queen of Jamaica on this one.
Well, we through torture and no, just through torture. Just call it torture. We found out that basically I held all three of the the
negative points.
The negative point cards, and no, I didn't. I held two.
No, you held two of them.
I held two of the.
Yeah, but you had Calypso as well.
I had
so
Calypso.
He was very, very close to it.
And the crucial fight that me and Ashley had, I found out I could have
won basically.
And the game went downhill for me there. So I'm hoping this time to have a much better game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, from the actual beginning, the expansion shows Calypso is already at the front, which is pretty nice. So Natalie, I think, Ashley takes the first member. So this one allows you to have an extra card in your hand, just like in the previous original game. You had a treasure that allowed for that, which is pretty nice. It allows you to have 4 cards in hand. It gives you a bit more option, doesn't it?
That's an awesome advantage. You can cycle through your deck pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you say, you've got +1 option over your opponents.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. But Calypso's sitting there just menacingly, just staring at you. So you will get those negative points, James.
Well, we hope we do. It's a very hard feat to pull off, and I think a lot of the last game that we played with that was based on luck. It all depends how the game, this game goes, really, exactly. To see whether I dare to go and take that road. Yeah, exactly. Really.
So Ashley has the first treasure out of the 9, and he looks like he's taking the second one as
treasure.
Well. So he could be on his way to getting Calypso. So if he's got 2 negatives there, he would probably try and pick up Calypso, which isn't too bad because she's worth points at the end as well. So it's even if you don't get all the negative points, she's still good, especially if you don't finish at Port Royal. So you're getting a lot of your forward cards, which is really nice. But you seem to be holding back for the first couple of rounds. We're around 5 at the moment, just gathering your resources.
Well, I mean, round 5, and this is the first decent roll we've made. Really, the 2 5s. And what movement card did I just use?
You used the forward one and the cannons. So you've just moved forward onto Ashley, and you've gone for a fight. And you win that one, it looks like, which is good. And you've stolen his one that allows you to have 4. So at the beginning of the next turn, you'll draw up to 4. You did make a small misplay.
Yeah, I didn't pay.
You didn't pay the 2 food, but heat in the moment, you was obviously excited to get the crew member.
Get the crew member and my first win over Ashley in a pirate fight. To be fair, it was very exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
And at this point, you sort of feel, yes, the game is going to go my way. I've stolen your crew member. You may have 2 treasures, but the game is young.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're around a quarter of the way there, and Natalie's shift off in the front over here, around 5 or 6 tiles in front. And she's got the crew member that when she attacks first, she automatically wins. So she's going to be quite scary to be around, isn't she?
Yeah, well, you don't want to be anywhere near her with that particular card.
No, definitely not.
Or sorry, that particular crew member.
No, definitely not.
But it helps that she's pretty out in front, although I don't know how she's managed that when the rolls really have been pretty low.
Yeah, I think she used her double. I think she used her double quite early. Yeah, you and Ashley are quite close together at the moment, so there could be another battle in the midst. And there's that treasure there. I know Ashley is keen on getting treasures. That's what he tries to aim for. So as long as he's there trying to get it, it could be bad news for you.
That's what makes you a bit suspicious. I mean, I think Ashley and Natalie are. It's a very heavy treasure game for them, so...
Yeah, Natalie's just got her second one, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So it's looking good for her. She's only a couple of spaces away. So you land on top of Ashley, and you put in your 10. He's got 8, so, you'll use all of them. But unfortunately, you get a really low roll.
Yeah, terrible.
So he doesn't need too much to beat you, but hopefully, if he gets a 2, That would be very nice. But he doesn't, unfortunately. He gets the 8, makes it 16.
And he takes his crew member
And
back.
he takes his crew member back. So you're not going to draw for your next turn, so you got the same 3 cards. Which isn't bad, so as long as you get a high roll, you can get some nice doubloons. Because you've got a couple of things popping up soon to spend on. You also forget to bring up your food here, which is probably karma for not paying a couple turns
It's
ago.
the game getting revenge. Don't think you can cheat and get away with it, people.
No,
Piracy doesn't pay.
No, it really doesn't.
That's it.
But you've got a couple of ports coming up, so if you could lay the gold down soon on some nice big rolls, that would be really nice, so you can get some crew members out there. Because you've got 7 gold at the moment. You pass through some ports, you can get loads of crew members. So you go for the double movement on this one, because you obviously want to get a little bit further along.
Well, I'm not only that, my deck is about to recycle, and I figure now's the time to use it, and hopefully maybe during the shuffle
Get it back in.
Yeah,
exactly.
as early as possible.
Being able to use it twice is obviously essential, and although you haven't used it, tremendously with large amount of points, it's 6 movement, but it's better than none, I guess.
You know what? I just saw my ship move, and I thought, what feminine hands I've got. It was Natalie moving my ship.
She does a lot of the moving.
Yeah.
So you land on a port and you picked up Polly. She allows you to, or he allows you to look at. I think it's the treasure if you're a space before it or after it. So even if you don't calculate on the spot, you can still get it preemptively, hopefully. But there's only 3 more left. Looks like Natalie's got 3, Ashley's got 2, you've got 1. So unless you can get all the way around the board before Natalie, and Ashley now, who's like nearly halfway through, it's not going to happen for you.
No.
So Ashley lands on top of Natalie on this one, and she puts in the 4. She beats him, and she's going to take one of the treasures. She's got 4 now, so it could be a possibility that she might have 2 negatives and might go down for Calypso.
Yeah, you see, at this point, it's not been a very good game for me in terms of treasure.
No, you've got the 1 negative one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the 1 negative doll, and they don't really know that, you know. And at this point, either one of them, to be fair, could have the other 2 dolls. So
exactly.
it's advantage to me, really, to not let them have it. Even even in battle, like, I've got to be careful how I move.
Yeah, of course. Especially with... Oh, actually, your one allows you to attack in forward and behind this new crew member that you just got. Ashley used that last game pretty well. It's actually really good. So obviously, it's free. So I think you're going to do it now, actually. You land on the port, you play your 5, but you couldn't move anywhere. You didn't have any extra goals, so you couldn't pay for anything there. But you decide to go for the attack on Natalie, which is fine. It makes her lose a resource. She beat you on that instance, but she doesn't take anything from you. So it's quite a safe bet to make, isn't it?
It's a very safe crew member. I wasn't aware of that ability at the time until I'd actually used it, and I thought, oh, okay. I don't lose anything. That's a really utilised... I say early on in the game, if it's available, it can be very useful. Yeah, I like that ability very much.
Just allowing him to, get rid of everyone else's gold and their food, etc., to make them hopefully not pay for things and move further back.
Because this is the hard thing about low rolls as well. When you have your resource cards and you don't get very much resource because of the low rolls, it's very hard to move around the map effectively.
Yeah, exactly. Look, you've got your food and your cannon here, and you're only getting, I think it was 1.
One or two.
One food and then 2 cannons, which isn't too great, really. All right, you've got 6 food already, but you've only got 1 cannon. So
I just don't want to use my movement cards. I want to save them for, the big numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am going to have to move at some point.
Oh yeah, of course. Like you said, the majority of the game, it's been really, really low numbers. It's really been unfortunate. So Ashley lands on Natalie. He's going to put in 6 for the cannons.
Going all in. 16.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. She has quite a lot as well. I think he obviously wanted a specific one as well. It's coming towards the end. He's probably thinking, everyone's going to be bunched up soon. If I start attacking, I automatically win.
Yeah.
He also picked up the bishop there, so he gets an extra 2 per treasure that he's picked up. So that's an extra 4. That could be scary if Natalie won that, because she's got 5, so that would have been 10 extra points for her.
I think Ashley is in the prime position, really, to finish the game, because obviously his crew member that allows him to have up to 4 in hand.
Yeah, he's going to have an advantage.
An incredible advantage.
Especially towards the end, like you said. So Natalie made a little misplay there. She landed on the 5 port, and she didn't pay the 2 gold that she should have done. She just went back automatically. Sometimes you get in that one-track mind that you just want to get the treasure.
Yeah. And
she's got 6 now, which is amazing. And if they're all positive ones, then she's rolling in the dough, isn't she?
Or she's got 2 negative dolls and she's waiting for that third.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the further you go with the run bottle, the further it's getting away from Calypso, because she was at the beginning. Look, so now it's getting slightly closer. But she picked up a new one there, so she gets 3 points for every crew member that she has at the end of the game, which is a lot.
Points.
Already that's 6 points. If she can pick up another one, that's 9 points. So that's pretty good. So Ashley's putting down the double gold. It looks like he's not moving a lot. I'm sure by that point he would have started moving. So unlike last time, he got everything was resource for him, so he's not really moving. So you've stuck down the gold and the movement, so you're going to move 2, which is going to land you on the 2 food, which you have, which is good.
Natalie's just got her 7th treasure.
Is this a 7th one already?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely. You can kind of guess. Well, I was saying that the other 2 dolls could still be in the last 3 cards.
This is what I'm saying. It's and I think we've got the 12 diamond in here as well. The treasure, which and
it still hasn't shown its head, has it? Unlike last time. So that's all of them gone. But you don't know where the negatives could be. And she could still fight you and get it, and then go backtrack to collect Calypso. It could still happen.
It would be so cool to win with Calypso.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so you move forward here. You pay you pay as much as you can with your gold, and you move back, and then you have to fight Natalie again. A little bit of trouble with the camera. I was sticking in the charger. So you roll on a 3, and she
takes me down.
She could have just rolled a 4. But no,
if
she had to go
treasure,
out.
I think at this point I was like, she's going to take the treasure. She's going to know. She's going to know, and
it could have gone that way. But probably from her point of view,
too close to the end now.
Yeah, exactly. If she gets the -4 and she you can't get Calypso. That's a lot. The thing is 4, 3, and 2, so that's like -8, 9 points, which is a lot. So it ends on your turn. You roll the 6, so you use the movement. Obviously, you don't use the next nighttime action.
Yeah.
So you end on 15, which is really, really good. Natalie ends on 9. She's got a lot more crew members, and unfortunately, your crew member doesn't give you a tremendous amount of points.
No.
Luckily, you finished first because it gives you 0. But if you finished before Port Royal,
would have been -3.
-3, which wouldn't have been good. So all in all, it was a very slow game, wasn't it? You can see, look, 17 rounds what you played, which isn't normal for us. Anywhere between like 10 or 13 rounds, really.
The dice rolls continuously through this game were very low. But my feel is that it made a more enjoyable game. Because usually, if you're just rolling high numbers all the time, the game can end quickly. And with a game like with the expansion, the crew, you want a game like this one. So... it's that bit more difficult to build up your resources to move around the board. There's a few more fights going on between the players, and treasures are exchanged in hand. Crew members are being bought or tossed overboard.
Actually made a nice little play earlier. He got rid of the bishop just in case he maybe got in a fight with Natalie, because she had 7. Well, 7 times 2, that's 14 coins. That is a lot of coins.
That's good forethinking on his part. He's always thinking ahead like that, and
have to be careful.
Yeah.
So all in all, Ashley was on 9, Natalie on 41, and you on 14, which is amazing for Natalie. Obviously, well done her.
Well done.
But you beat your last record. I think last time you only had a couple.
I only had a couple of points, and I've only ever been able to finish behind the red line. So. Making it all the way to Port Royal only means I am safe and sound until we decide to circle the board once again.
Yeah, exactly. So for you as a personal best, you made it to Port Royal.
Yeah.
Have you made it to Port Royal before?
Even
off screen?
No. I don't think I have.
Oh.
No, I think I've made it past the red line off screen.
But not actually to Port Royal. There you go. Well, you was the first one, but just because you're the first one there doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the one to rack in all the points.
Yeah. The biggest pirate of us all turned out to be Natalie. So.
Well done her.
Piracy pays.
It does.
I hope we do get to bring you maybe a few more shows of this, and hopefully one involving a win with Calypso.
That would be really good.
It would. It's just another level of. I suppose again, it's luck in the terms of you got to be having a really good treasure day, but skill to sort of.
Determine what you're putting down, really, isn't it? Just because you're going to put down loads of gold because there's 6 and 6, you might not necessarily get to any of the treasures. It's playing down the right cards at the right time and hoping that the next turn has, you know.
Sometimes, but now, as I say, before it was just down to, like, as you say, the rolls of your dice, or, you know, even in combat. But the crew have added such an interesting element. They, you know, and depending on what ones are available when your game starts.
Yeah.
Ashley, I was expecting him to be the one to finish first, purely because, you know, he would cycle through his deck a lot quicker because of his crew member than the rest of us would.
Yeah, I think he was really unlucky. Just like the previous game, he was getting a lot of his resources towards the end. He wasn't getting any movement. And the movement he was getting also had a negative movement. So he'd be moving forward 3 and then moving back twice.
Yeah.
Or moving back 5 times and then moving forward 3 times. He's like, well, there's no point in playing. I might as well just get the resource. At least he finished over the red line. That's the main thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, good. We all finished over the red line. That's in 17 rounds, and if you're still behind that red line, that's agonising.
Yeah, it really is.
But just learn to stack the deck. Actually, gosh.
Maybe next time we will.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Did I do a Jamaica video then?
Did you?
I don't think I did. I'm just checking.
I'll just cut that bit out then.
The power of editing.
Exactly.